Hello, my name is Janina and I'm a senior at Leto High School. Thanks to my audience for coming. Their names are the following:
John,
Katie,
Heidi,
Francisco.
Everyone here is different and feels different in certain situations. There are times where I feel like I'm drowning in many emotions at the same time, and it is at that time where I use my cell phone, open YouTube, and play my favorite songs. I have lots of favorite songs, but today I will be talking about how 3 songs represents everything about me. Every song has a deep meaning and a hidden message. I'm going to start with one of the sweetest songs I know, Love Like You by Rebecca Sugar. Love Like You talks about how we're incapable of seeing ourselves as good as others see us. If I could begin to be half of what you think of me. I felt identified in this part of the song because when my family starts talking about how brave and intelligent I am, I don't see that in myself. When people tell me to describe myself in a few words, I find it very hard to say positive things. This song helps me realize that just because I negatively see myself, it doesn't mean that others see me in the same way I do. Through the song, Rebecca mentions, I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. There are people around me like family and friends that love me unconditionally. My second song is Here Comes a Thought by the show Steven Universe. It represents me because when I feel helplessness, meaning that I lack self-esteem, I tend to isolate myself. Something you did that felt to be charming. There are moments where I don't realize that words can hurt people. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Every time I face a bad moment, I pause myself to rethink everything that has happened around me, to become self-actualized and come to my true self. My third and last song is Te Invito, that translates to I Invite You, by Herencia de Timbiquí. I was born in New York, but at 7 years old, my mother took me to Colombia. I was raised in Colombia with a happy environment, around with festivities, celebrations, and traditions. When I listen to this part of the song, I invite you to see the celebrations in my town. I relate to it because it represents my happy side. When I was younger, I went to all celebrations in Colombia, and I enjoyed it. Now that I'm older, I want to take my friends to the country where I was raised. Another part of the song mentions the experiences of my parents and my ancestors. Because of the situation in my country, 4 years ago, I came to the U.S. to have a better future and education. My parents give me advice today about everything so I don't commit the same error they did in the past. Overall, these 3 songs represents a part of who I am and how I feel. When I listen to music, I use it as a way to disconnect myself and feel free. Listening to music helps people like me to cope with stress and enjoy things around me more. Thanks for my audience to coming.